Yo, top of the morning to you, wealth champions. Y'all know what it is. Four attitudes that you need to develop if you're going to be successful in this episode of the Daily Hustle. So let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who do not know me, I'm your host of the Daily Hustle, H Cortez, the one and only financial health mentor, everybody's favorite fatherpreneur from wealthcreationplaybook.com. Super excited to bring to you the Daily Hustle each and every morning, 5:15 a.m. Monday through Friday. And the whole purpose of the Daily Hustle is to hopefully uplift, encourage, motivate you, and get your day started off to a good start. We always like to do something in the realm of mindset, positive attitude, adjusting, and all of those sorts of things. So we're actually talking about the attitudes that you need to have if you're going to be successful. So we're going to jump right into it. We, of course, are going through the book, The Magic of Thinking Big. And go ahead and leave me a comment below. What book do you think we should tackle next that deals with mindset, success, leadership, all of those things that will make you a great and better person? But also, because my mission is to empower you economically through financial literacy with a strong emphasis on personal brand development and entrepreneurship. Don't leave out those great entrepreneurship books as well. So, what are the four attitudes you need to develop if you are going to be successful in life? Attitude number one. The first attitude you want to develop is the I'm active attitude. Or, in other words, you have to understand the power of being enthusiastic about everything that you're doing in and about your life. It says, grow the I'm active attitude. Results come in proper proportion to the enthusiasm invested, right? If you're having struggle becoming enthusiastic about what it is that you have to do, whether it is a new job, whether it is a new business venture, nonprofit organization, whether you have moved to a new town and you just not feeling it, well, you have to figure out how to become enthusiastic about everything that you do, because after all, you are in the land of the living, so you should be excited about that. So here's the three things that you could do to help you become more enthusiastic about what it is that you're doing. Number one, dig deeper. When you find yourself uninterested in something, dig in and learn more about it. This sets off enthusiasm. Guys, I will tell you, and I know this to be true. I raised a son, my oldest son, his senior year in high school, went undefeated as a state champion at 119 pounds, 29 and 0 when he entered the state tournament, won three more matches. So we're talking about 32 and 0 state champion. You're talking about a proud father moment, but we're talking about wrestling, people. I'm a basketball player, right? So when he first brought the flyer home and started to talk about he wanted to wrestle, I'm like, man, we don't do that around here. So I was not enthusiastic about wrestling, to say the least. But the more I dug into it, the more I began to realize that he was actually built for it. Small frame, strong for his size, extremely quick, athletic, had the right mental attitude and approach, worked really hard. He was built for it, right? But it wasn't until I started digging deeper into what wrestling was all about that I developed my enthusiasm for the sport, and was able to encourage him to stick with it, because he actually quit when he was in the seventh and eighth grade, came back as a freshman, qualified for state as a sophomore, junior, and then, of course, qualified as a senior and won the whole tournament. So dig deeper. Number two, lift up everything about you, right? What does it mean, lift up? That means you have to consciously think about your smile, your handshake, the way you talk, the way you walk. Act alive, act enthusiastic, and you will become enthusiastic. And then number three, broadcasting good news also helps to set the environment to one that's of enthusiasm, right? No one ever accomplishes anything positive telling bad news. So when you become that guy who's always excited because you got good news to share, or you focus on the good and everything, and that's what you prefer to talk about than negative, then you become activated. Or in other words, you become enthusiastic. And when you're enthusiastic, then you activate those around you and they become more enthused as well. So grow the attitude of I'm activated, or in other words, the attitude of enthusiasm, because success loves two things: speed and enthusiasm. Number two, grow the you are important attitude. What is the you are important attitude? Is people do more for you when you make them feel important. Remember to do these two things: show appreciation at every opportunity that makes people feel important. Make and then call people by their name. That also makes people feel important, because when you can address a person by their name, they first thing they think is, oh, they remember my name. So that's a good habit to establish. So the you are important attitude, we live in a world where we are the exact opposite for the most part. We like to approach and treat people as if they are unimportant, right? Because for some reason, we feel that if we take the light on our candle and use it to light someone else's candle, it will take away from our candle. So instead of lighting other people's candle, in order for our light to shine brighter, we want to go and extinguish other people's candle. Or in other words, we like to put other people down so that we can feel elevated. Wrong move if you're looking for success. So grow the you are important attitude. Number three, grow the service first attitude, and watch your money take care of itself. Make it a rule in everything you do: give people more than they expect. See, when you have an attitude of service, just willing to serve and do more than expected, whether you're doing this on your job, whether you're doing this in your business with your customers and your clients, your prospects, whether you're doing this at home with your family, whether you're doing this in your circles of influence with friends, I promise you this, man. There is nothing like the satisfaction of serving others to the point where they are able to have their breakthrough. You serve them to the point where they are able to catch on, and then they start understanding the power of service. See, the law of reciprocity is real, y'all. What is the law of reciprocity? That is the law of sowing and reaping. See, a lot of us want to get something before we give, right? I had this conversation with my wife about how I used to go above and beyond on my job, even doing things that they were not paying me to do. And it was always a discussion whether or not, well, if they're not paying you, you shouldn't do it. Well, in business and when it comes to on the job, you actually have to do the work before you get the promotion. I'm gonna say that one more time because I don't think y'all heard that. In order to get the promotion, you actually have to do the job, meaning you have to act, think, and behave like a supervisor before you get promoted to supervisor. Now, don't ask me why that's for, and it's not in the book, but when you're talking about attitude, man, you cannot talk about attitude and leave out growing the attitude of gratitude. Man, when you are truly, honestly, and sincerely thankful that you woke up this morning and you opened your eyes this morning and you were able to roll out of your bed and plant both feet and stand up. And some of us weren't even able to do that, but we woke up. So every morning, I usually wake up a few minutes before my alarm goes off. And I use that time as I lay on my back. I reflect on all the things that I was able to accomplish yesterday, and I give thanks. I reflect that my family woke up today, and I give thanks. I reflect on the success I'm having in my business, and I give thanks. I give thanks that all of my business partners are having success. I give thanks that my family and their thought process is growing and they're moving along in the right direction. I give thanks that today is going to be an amazing day. I give thanks, man. The attitude of gratitude. That's why I wear this huge, ridiculously, um, I don't know what you want to call it, but that's why I'm smiling all the time, man, because I'm so thankful, right? If you guys knew my story, that there were several chances that could have taken me out of this place, man, and yet here I am. So I give thanks, man, and that helps me be able to jump out of bed on the days I don't feel like getting up. That helps me get my day started. That helps me when I feel like giving up. That helps me when I feel like I don't want to serve, I don't want to do it. Then I think to myself, there's a reason that you were spared, that you were allowed to get up today. So go make this day count. So those are the four attitudes, man. Activate your enthusiasm. Nobody wants to be around a person who is barely alive, man. So that's important. Activate the you are important attitude. Treat everybody like they are the CEO. Treat everybody like they are human beings, right? And then number three, the service first attitude. Always do more than what people expect you to do and watch things change in your life. And then the attitude of gratitude. Man, if you got any value out of today's daily hustle, I want you to do me a favor. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you're checking this out on YouTube. Hit the like button if you're checking this out on Facebook. Like the page, also like the video. Give me a thumbs up on YouTube. Hit the little bell notification so you get noticed when we go live on the Daily Hustle, but also all of the other shows that we're rolling out. You guys are going to want to be notified when we start to launch the other programming on these channels. And if you really, really, really got value, then go ahead and hit that share button. Copy the link to on the Facebook video, share it with somebody in Messenger, send it to somebody via text in their inbox. I don't know, but get this message out. People need to know what it takes to have success, and it's all in the mind. Starts with your attitude. Also, if you haven't checked out the Wealth Creation Playbook, the free ebook, go to www.wealthcreationplaybook.com and you can download your free ebook there, and it will transform your life as it breaks down the 6 money killers that you have to overcome and the one solution that will help you overcome all 6 of them at the same time. So my friend, that's it for today's Daily Hustle. Again, subscribe by clicking on my picture in the button over there, and then check out other episodes of the Daily Hustle here. Until I talk to you next time, get your money up because you absolutely can do it. But more importantly, you deserve to do it, each and every single one of you.